Oh, hello there. I hope you're sitting on your throne in your castle right now, or what others refer to as the toilet in your house, as you listen to this podcast about the total home experience, where we discuss how to make every home more easy, effortless, and enjoyable to live in. I'm JP Taxman, founder of Relief Key, and will be the voice in your head for the next 10 minutes to an hour. Let's get after it, shall we?
Welcome to the Total Home Experience.
Welcome home. Look at that door. Isn't that a nice door? You got to get through it. How are you going to get through it? Probably going to use a key. And then you got to get the key into the keyhole. And by golly, I hope you're not drunk because that's going to be an ordeal. And you got to find the key, and then you got to, again, get the key into the keyhole and then turn the key and hope it's, oiled up so you're not like fighting the lock to force it open. And then finally you can turn the knob and go in. Or you could use a smart lock, and then you can just press in those numbers and open up and you're in. Or maybe it's even easier and it's just Bluetooth, and when you walk up to it, it unlocks because your phone's with you, and then you walk in and there's no even entering a number in. And that's why I love smart locks. They are such an amazing advancement in locks that I love. And they just need to keep making them and making them better. And they are pretty good where they are, but small things can still be improved here and there. So some of the best features about smart locks is that they can let people in at certain times. Like you can let the maid in between 12 and 1 or 12 and 5, and that's can be every Wednesday, and then every other time if she came to get in, she can't get in because her code doesn't work, and you can set codes up like that. Each person can have their own code. You can revoke codes if someone leaves. They're great for Airbnbs. Again, no keys to lose. You always just have to have the number in your head, which maybe that's can be an issue, but at least, you don't have a key to lose. Just got to remember the code, which can be easy, especially if you make it something pretty simple. So then on top of that, you have the ability to connect it with your smart home. So then I can ask Alexa if I want her to close or lock the door, not close. I'm going to get to that point where I'm going to be able to ask her to close and open doors. But you can ask her to lock or unlock doors. And you can also unlock and lock doors if say you forgot and you were at work and you're like, is my door locked? And you're kind of nervous about it. You can just press the lock on the thing and it locks. And like, this is all technology. God, I wish I had one as a kid. So much less worrying would have been done, and that could have been amazing. Now, there are a bunch of different brands, and Yale, the one I am forced to have, sucks. Probably not the worst, but I'm definitely going to say they're not the best. I live in an apartment complex, and they have their own kind of system with it too, so I don't actually use even the Yale app, which is fine. I don't really use the app very much anyways. And the one they have is fine, just generates random numbers. I can't assign a specific number or pick my number, my code. And Yale, but that's not what I'm talking about. Yale itself, the lock itself, is just not very good. The touchpad blows. It's terrible. I constantly tap the wrong key, and then I have to start from scratch. There's no like go back or restart. I just have to hit enter, and then it goes beep beep, and then like flickers the lights, and then I gotta wait, and then I gotta enter in again. It was just like, why are you making it do all that stuff? I don't need that feedback. I just need the keys there. Say and then let me enter in again. Don't say wrong code, please. It drives me freaking crazy. So that a touchpad is not ideal. I need physical keys to press in, and there's some that do that I've used that work really well, and there's really no issues. You're not going to miss the key. You press the number that's there, and it takes up less battery power to project the numbers. Not that I've had issues with battery power, but you just don't have to worry about it. Then on top of that, there's a bunch of noises it makes. It talks to you. It like goes ding ding, which when I in this apartment complex, I can hear when people get home or when they enter a wrong code because it like yells at them, and then I have to hear that. And if I miss it, everyone else hears it, and we're all missing it because the touchpad itself sucks, and it's not because we don't remember our code. It's just because we missed a freaking key or tapped the wrong one because we were off by 2 centimeters when pressing the number. Other than that, the Yale locks do look great. It looks awesome. It's just this small little oval shape on the door. And when it lights up, it's really cool looking, but the functionality just isn't there, which is sad because it could be a really great lock if maybe like the screen could raise. I'm excited for when we get to that point when we can get like kind of adjusting braille style screens that can create physical buttons, especially on a phone keyboard. How amazing would that be to have physical keys on your phone only when you're using the keyboard? That's what they need to do instead of flip phones, or folding screen phones. Screw that. Just make the keys raise. I have installed Yales before. I didn't install this one because it came with my apartment, but they are pretty easy to install and set up. It's just like installing any other lock. You just plug it in, plug in the little like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or Z-Wave, which I'll get into in a minute, and then you're good to go. And then you just kind of set your code and then connect it with whatever home automation stuff you want to connect it with, and you're off to the races and getting in and out of your house with no issues. So there are 3 different types of ways to connect with them. You have Wi-Fi, which I think is the best because you can, again, connect it more easily with Alexa and whatnot. You have Bluetooth, which is pretty cool because you can use your phone as a signal. So when you walk up to it, it unlocks. But there's another way to do that with Wi-Fi where you can connect it with Alexa and then do a geofence where once you're within, say, like 500 meters, the door will automatically unlock and you can walk in, and it's just, you don't have to think about locking or unlocking your door, period. And I wish I could figure that out, which I mean, I can and I have, but just because I'm through this special app for my apartment complex, they don't allow that feature. And so it's just really annoying, but I get it. Security issues, I guess, but I'm choosing that. So it should be fine. And it's not like, it's like if someone broke in, they'd be stealing my stuff, not stealing the apartment. I don't know. But then there's a third one, which is Z-Wave, which is by far the worst. Don't get that one. I got that one, thought it did something different, and it just basically allows you to connect to a home security system more easily and kind of other smart home devices, but not into like a smart home network. So you can't do any of those other features. You can't really do I don't think you can do have your phone unlock it. It's not Bluetooth. But that one, I don't recommend getting. I'd get Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, but really try to get a Wi-Fi one, I think is the best option if you're going to get a smart lock for sure. At the end of the day, again, I wouldn't recommend Yale. I would recommend probably Schlage or Quick Lock. But again, try them out. Buy one, try it out for a week, see how you like it. And then if you don't like it, return it and get another one. But that's my view on smart locks. I'm a big fan. I highly recommend them. I recommend them to all my clients. And they just make for a better home experience, coming and going. Things you do every single day, which is interact with the lock. We all do that probably between at least once, most often, unless it's during COVID, but at least 2 to 3 times a day. And so like issues like that should be as fluid and easy as possible. And those are the points in the house that I really care about the most. So go get yourself a smart lock. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. It helps me grow and get ranked higher in my category. And then you can also subscribe to my newsletter, which I send out fun quips about the home and organizing, as well as you can get your organizational horoscope for free. It's a free PDF I send to you directly when you sign up. And that's kind of a fun thing that gives you recommendations and also gives you a little bit of info on how we can help you specifically to your organizational horoscope type. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow.